also, I have found in business typically, we have what we call the 18-month rule. And when somebody comes to me, I really work in two areas. I work with startup companies and then established businesses. So they're really different models, but you'll get the picture. If somebody says, I want to achieve either a new level in revenues or I really want to start my business up, we often talk about the 18-month rule because you have to pay your dues for 18 months. So you can start your 18 months today and execute on your plan and make those sacrifices and say no to some people and yes to some people that help you get to your path. Or you can waver and then next month start your 18 months again, and then next month start your 18 months again. And I actually have a gentleman that I won't work with because he's been starting his 18 months for about 18 months. And I said to him, you know, if you just start working your plan, you'd be there and you would have paid your dues and now you'd be reaping the benefits. You know, it doesn't change. Everything doesn't go away overnight, but the problems that you have in the first 18 months, then when you get to month 19, you go, wow, I worried about that. Now I solved that while I'm driving through Dunkin' Donuts getting a coffee.
But you know, you have to have the will to try it. And you have to have the faith in yourself. And that sounds a little bit foo-foo or whatever, but it's so, so true. We're going to give you a quick example of someone that I know very, very well who just ran the Boston Marathon on Monday. And we'll call him Joe. And Joe's father has quit everything he's ever done in his whole life. And Joe's father's elderly and, you know, supportive dad, but extremely negative. So Joe's dad calls at 9:30 at night, and Joe answers the phone, stupidly enough. And Joe's father says to him, well, if you feel like that you are exerting yourself too much, then you can always quit. That was the Sunday before he was about to strap his sneakers on and run 26 miles from Hopkinton to Boston. So Joe goes to the starting line with that you can always quit in the back of his head. But Joe had a strong belief in himself. It was a lifelong goal for himself. And who did God give him at the beginning of Heartbreak Hill? God gave him a 75-year-old man who had never run a marathon in his life, running his first marathon, to run up Heartbreak Hill with Joe. So that's the will. That's the will, that's the belief. And if you just believe and you say, I can do, there's all kinds of naysayers out there, and we'll get into those in a few minutes. But you've got, you know, that's, people will say to me, why did you leave your corporate job making incredible money? Which I did, because I wanted a different lifestyle. And it's been hard, but I have the will and the belief to know that it's all worth it.
And sometimes we use the faith to believe, and like you said, sometimes it's a little woo-woo, we can't get our arms around that. In another vocabulary, we like to say the why. If your why is bigger, then it will carry you through the, gee, I'm having a hard time at Heartbreak Hill. Or in the business examples, I'm going to work extra hours because I want to provide for my wife and son. And so the why, you have to be crystal clear on your target, but also on the why of it. What do I want that for? Do I want a new lifestyle? Do I want to sacrifice comfort and predictability for the opportunity of greater gain? So I think the why carries you as well.
The why is huge. Yeah.
Your mission is to define your goals, and we'd like to challenge you to pick 3. Then create a 90-day plan. So that's step 2. Then what do you do for step 3?
You need to take action. You need to put your 90-day plan into a daily method of operations. So your 90-day plan then needs to go into your planner. So you need to translate what that looks like into your planner. And you need to plan your free time, your health time, your family time, your own time, and your business time. And you may be getting up an hour earlier, maybe to hit the gym or to go for a run, or to just get up and just do your business operations stuff. Or maybe you're staying up a little bit later. Maybe you take an hour and a half for lunch if you like to exercise in the afternoon. So pick the time that you want to do that. And your family, your husband, significant other, they will understand. If you put it down, here's what my day looks like. They know where their time is. And as they get used to it, they will know to then look, you know? And of course things are going to come up. Your target's going to move. Emergencies are going to happen. But the key is, as I tell all of my clients, if you miss a day, go right back the next day. What's the next thing?
Well, Why don't you do it?
Okay. You're going to go that extra 1 degree. Water doesn't boil at 211 degrees. It boils at 212 degrees. That's where it is. So if you need to make that one extra phone call, you need to contact that one extra person. You need to put the blog up on the NLE. You need to get whatever that extra step is. You need to fix your website if you've been working on everybody else's and haven't worked on your own, you know? whatever that is, that extra step is really what you have your daily method. If you can do that 1 extra or that 5 extra calls or whatever that is, then you're going to really achieve success, and it's going to come to you quite well. Yeah, you good?
And when you achieve success, you realize your goals.
You realize your goals.